Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of a Hannibal reaction. This is Road Live, and my name is Matt. Hi. So, okay, back again with Hannibal. What happened last time? I mean, we got introduced to the new world that we're delving into in this new show. We got introduced to our main character, Will. We also got introduced to Mr. Hannibal Lecter. What are we doing? Will is some sort of a FBI. Is he an angel? Is he an angel? Why do I keep saying angel when I'm trying to say agent? Sorry, English not first language. But is he an agent or is he like a consultant? I think he's an agent. He just would rather do like lectures and shit because it is less social. But they brought him in order to figure out who the serial killer who has been killing like a very particular type of girl, and it was like the 8th one. So they were like, all right, help us find this guy. And he was really good at profiling that because Will's specialty is profiling. He has a unique ability in order to put himself in the shoes of a different person. He has extreme empathy, so he can just instantly, well, maybe not instantly, but he can just put himself in a situation where another person would be and also recreate what they would do based on what he understands about them. Like he can understand a person and then he can just reimagine what that person would do. So by that ability, he's really good at profiling criminals and figuring out what they're going to do. So since they were taking several victims, they were like, all right, help us find this guy. We managed to successfully find the guy. I don't remember his name. I legitimately don't remember his name. But there was a dude at the end. And it's funny because, for, the entire episode, and it wasn't up until after I finished watching it and I was doing, the review of it, the discussion, is that I realized that the copycat was Hannibal, but the actual killer of every other girl was that dude. At the end of the first episode, because I was led to believe that it would be Hannibal, the one that has been killing and eating people, but it's not. I mean, he's doing it too, I'm sure, but the one that we were tracking during that episode wasn't him. It was someone completely different. The copycat was actually Hannibal, and it's funny because it means that the copycat and everything that they said regarding the copycat, how it was someone that didn't care, someone that was mocking seemingly the killer and also the police, all of those actually apply to Hannibal. So that's the kind of person he is. Also, he brought food and fed Will that. So they were probably all eating people. So Will was probably eating the lungs of that chick, maybe. So that wasn't fully explained or brought up, but maybe it will eventually. But yeah, sure. And Will and Hannibal are kind of bonding, which is fun because Will doesn't get along with people. He doesn't want to either. He's in the spectrum and he just doesn't want to be in social situations. But Hannibal is kind of making an active effort in order to get close to him. That's gonna be kind of fun. So yeah, there was that girl that survived. We saved her. She was the daughter of the dude. And the episode ended with Hannibal holding her hand at the hospital and Will seeing that, and that was kind of it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Also, Will loves dogs. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so I believe that's okay. Yeah, I think we can begin with episode 2. So yeah, and of course, again, I have a Patreon. Next episode's already there, full length also. Sure, just chilling, just in case, just chilling. All right, so Hannibal, episode 2, season 1, episode 2. Let's go.
We're here.
Okay, another crime scene. Garrett Jacob Hoft's cabin. Okay, so it is a continuation. Is this where he killed all the victims, or? He did profile that he would have some sort of cabin. Yeah. Alright, that's a lot of antlers. That's a lot of fucking antlers.
There's still 7 bodies unaccounted for.
Did he eat them all?
He was eating them. Had to be some parts he wasn't eating. Or what if Hobbs wasn't eating alone? It's a lot of work. Disappearing these girls, butchering them, and then not leaving a shred of anything other than what's in this room.
Abigail Hobbs is a suspect.
We've been conducting house-to-house interviews at the Hobbs residence and
Ooh.
this property also.
I was not expecting that. What are we finding? Here. What's this? Ooh. Okay. Ugh. I don't like seeing the spot of blood.
Garrett Jacob Hobbs is dead. The question now is how to stop those his story is going to inspire.
The copycat? Yeah.
Ambush is later. Immediately later. Soon to know. When Jack arrives, consider yourself ambushed.
There's Jack.
I've told the board I'm recommending a psych eval.
You starting now?
The session wouldn't be with me.
Hannibal Lecter's a better fit. You didn't have the stomach for pulling the trigger. You just pulled the trigger 10 times.
Wait, so psych eval isn't a formality?
No, it's so I can get some sleep at night. How many nights did you spend in Abigail Hobbs' hospital room, Will?
Okay. This is
Come
very
on, Will.
interesting.
I need my beauty sleep.
I like Jack. I like that guy. He's alright. Okay, conversation. This is very interesting.
You saved Abigail Hobbs' life. You also orphaned her. It comes with certain emotional obligations, regardless of empathy disorders.
You were there. You saved her life too. Do you feel obligated?
He was also there at the hospital room. Yeah.
I feel a staggering amount of obligation.
I don't know if I believe you. Okay. Are they gonna find the body? Are they gonna die? There's no other reason to show random people just hanging out.
Mushrooms? Like they got tubes to water them or something. No, it's a marijuana plant. That's not marijuana.
You kids should be running. That's just a straight up hand. Oh! Oh, okay, that's fun. That's a fun thing to see. There's a bunch of mushrooms growing on them. I don't think those were just hands. I think it was actually buried bodies and shit growing on them. And if it's just hands, then also fucked up.
Zeller wanted to give you the bullets he pulled out of Hobbs in an acrylic case, but I told him you wouldn't think it was funny. I suggested one of those clacking, swinging bull things.
I like her
That would have
too.
been funny.
Jack sent me down here to find out what you know about gardening.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It was full bodies. Oh man. Episode 2. Mushroom bodies. I don't... Oh, that's pretty bad.
Welcome back.
Hell of a welcome back party. Man. Fuck this.
Yeah, tell Sandra to give me a call. will you?
Okay, that lady. What's her deal?
A special consultant, works for the FBI.
Okay, imagine. The pendulum.
He won't know that he's dying.
That's
I don't need him to.
That's very fucked up. And now it's his job. It is getting in the way of his work. I was about to say. I thought it moved. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
What did you see? Out in the field.
Some fucked up shit.
Maybe he admires their ability to connect the way human minds can't.
Yours can.
Yeah.
Was this the woman? Yeah, it is the woman. Who is she?
Are you Freddie Lawrence? This is unethical, even for a tabloid journalist. Please, hand it over.
He instantly read the situation.
You were very persistent about your appointment time. How did you know when Will Graham would be here?
I may have also recorded your session with Will Graham.
You didn't answer the question. How did you know?
Wow, he's good.
What's to be done about that?
What kind?
Pork.
Wonderful.
Well, that's the thing, is that they're never gonna actually show me, probably.
Recovering alcoholics, they crave sugar. Don't take that personally.
God, I hate
I'm not
looking at
recovering.
them.
Feed sugar to the fungus in your...
I'm not recovering.
Death by diabetic ketoacidosis.
Okay.
Did you know they were diabetics?
We don't know they're diabetics.
No, they're all diabetics. He induces a coma and puts them in the ground. Changes their medication. So he's a doctor or a pharmacist or he works somewhere in medical services.
Ooh.
Gretchen Speck.
Oh, that's secular.
Horowitz.
Oh, it's just Speck. We're divorced. I lost the hyphen, kept the ring.
Oh, insulin.
So she's alone. And she's a diabetic. And he has all other contact
That's
information.
your correct address?
Alright, next victim. And killer established. It's always the bald ones. That's not him. Where's the other
Special
guy?
Agent Jack Crawford. Which one of you is Eldon Stamets?
Eldon was just here. Just now.
Is his car still in the parking lot?
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
All right.
We know him.
His name.
Yeah.
We have his address. We have his car.
Jack, we just checked browser history at Stamets' workstation.
Am I going to want to hear this?
No. And yes, but mostly no.
Uh-huh.
Tattlecrime.com.
The FBI isn't just hunting psychopaths. They're headhunting them too, offering competitive pay and benefits in the hopes of using one demented mind.
Oh man. That sucks.
Who is it?
Alright, nope. Alright, they got her.
You know, the unfortunate timing of your article allowed a murderer to escape.
Check the
You were
hair.
in Minnesota. You were in the Shrike's Nest. You know how I know? Because you left one of these hairs behind. You contaminated the crime scene. Just like everywhere you go, you contaminate crime scenes. That's obstructing justice. I can indict you for obstructing justice. You don't write another word about Will Graham, and I won't have to.
I just get her ass. Like, what the fuck, girl? It is her fault. How are you feeling? Oh, he's still looking at the girl. Alright. We're gonna see a lot of fun scenes with Will Graham. Just imagining shit, right?
Abigail Hobbs is a success for you.
Because she's someone you saved.
I don't feel sorry for myself at all. I feel, good.
And that's the problem. The fact that you shot a man 10 times and then you feel good. Alright, this woman. Again.
I know people in private security.
Not the first cop you got fired.
Guarantee you it pays better. Right now, future you is thanking me.
I read your article. Tell me about Will Graham.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Alright, now that woman is getting a dose of reality.
Talking about people having the same properties of a fungus.
Stamets?
Thoughts leaping from brain to brain. They mutate, they evolve.
What you told Eldon Stamets about Will Graham.
I told him about the Hobbs girl.
What did you tell him?
Why?
Everything? He's gonna bury her.
Stamets knows about Abigail.
She's... Like, you can shoot her, but you can hit the girl too. You got him! You got him! You got him! Cool. Now don't freak out. Kick the gun away. Yes? Good. Is she okay?
We all evolved from mycelium. I'm simply reintroducing her to the concept.
By burying her alive?
The journalist said you understood me.
I don't.
Well, you would have. If you walk through a field of mycelium, they know you are there. They know you are there. The spores reach for you as you walk by. You would have found her in a field where she was finally able to reach back.
Wow. Y'all nuts.
Killing Hobbs felt just.
Which is why you're here. To prove that sprig of zest you feel is from saving Abigail, not from killing her dad. A boat engine is a machine, a predictable problem. Easy to solve. Did you really feel so bad because killing him felt so good?
I like killing Hobbs.
There we go. He said it.
Killing must feel good to God, too. He does it all the time. And are we not created in his image?
Oh my god, dude.
God feel good about that?
He felt powerful.
You're not a good therapist, Mr. Lecter. Okay, that's it. Alright. This is a very interesting show. Alright, it's getting fun and interesting here. Okay, so I'm assuming that what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna find either a different serial killer per episode, sort of like a villain of the weekend deal, or it doesn't seem that it's gonna be like episodic necessarily, but it could be. But we can eventually find like a killer that is gonna have like a mini arc or something, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. What's a lot of fun is that the fact that we have a really good, like an interesting character dynamic between Will and Hannibal, because Will is this person with a lot of problems, and problems and a lot of things to his character and his mentality that affect them in certain ways. And because of that, he gets to interact with Hannibal over here. And I was like, so after I finished recording that, I went to my friend and I was like, I told him exactly what it said. I was like, Hannibal was like, God loves killing people too. He does it all the time. I bet he feels powerful. And I'm just like, you're a bad therapist, Mr. Lecter. Like, what the fuck? And my friend replied with, he's not even a therapist. This is a psychiatrist. This is the man who prescribes the meds. And it's just like, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Everything he said is like, it's like, what? You're being weird, Mr. Lecter. Like, one session, I'll be like, you're a weird man, Mr. Lecter. I don't know if I should be listening to you. I don't know if this is the help I need. I'm sorry. Like, that's how I would feel about, but sure. Oh man, that's really interesting. So, I mean, but he has to be interesting for the sake of the show, and I do like that. I do like that this is what we're doing with these two characters. All right, so we got a couple new characters introduced. I don't remember any of their names. I mean, there's like one character I want to remember the name. Well, we went back and we found out who the name of the guy, the FBI agent from previous episode was, and I'm assuming he's gonna be part of the main cast. He seems to be one, and his name is Jack, the most default name after John. So that's him. Okay, he's cool. I like him. I do like this cast of characters so far. I do like Will, I do like Jack, and Mr. Lecter is weird, but he's exactly what he needs to be for the sake of the show. All right, so there is this character of this lady. I completely forgot what her name was. It was something with an L. Let me see if I can find it here. Well, Miss Kimball. That's her last name. I'm not sure what her first name was. But let's just go with Miss Kimball. So, Miss Kimball over here, she is a reporter. She says weird shit about... She's one of those reporters, like C-tier reporters that just keep saying weird shit about... reporting weird shit about weird people and weird topics that is sensationalistic and all that stuff, and they don't really care about what the repercussions of that are. And I do like the moment where Jack and, well, the FBI just burst in and just fucking throws her on the bed and just, well, like, it's not really handcuffed, they like tied her, and was like, you did compromise like a crime scene. That's how we found out that you were there, and also because you published that article, the killer got away because he was reading on that article, so he'll learn about that, and then he booked it because he knew that his like crime scene was being investigated. So then he left, and now he's missing, and then he targeted the girl in the hospital because of that. And also, well, here's the thing, is that doesn't mean anything because nobody really died from that exchange except for that man, the detective that got suspended and potentially was going to get fired because he talked to Miss Kimball over here. That guy just got shot. He just got fucking headshot. He just died on the spot, and he died right in front of her. And she just had his entire blood just splatter on her face, and she was like shook. She was shooketh, and it's like, I like that scene because I hate this woman and everything she stands for, but now she got like a dose, like a shock of reality. But when that happened, and it sucks that guy died, but like she got she got to understand that her actions have like consequences and that shit like that can happen and people can die, and they in fact died in front of her because of what she did. And that's kind of a fun thing to see, you know, when the cosmos just rearranges itself so you can just see like the cause and effect, and it's like, all right, deal with it, woman. All right, so hopefully she'll stop doing dumb shit after what happened this episode. All right, so here's the thing, by the way. Fungus people buried and then deliberately having funguses grow on them. What the fuck, man? Like, so my friend told me that this show would be weird. All right? And I keep mentioning my friend, but like, again, this show won a poll. It's not that I necessarily wanted to do this show. But since I'm doing it, I'm talking to my friend about it. And my friend told me that there's going to be some weird, like, gory stuff in the show. This reminds me a little bit of Torchwood, in the sense that it's episode fucking 2. Season 1, episode 2. And we're already doing weird shit. So it's like, alright, just fucking get used to it. It's not going to get any better. So when the kids find the body, it's like, there's a hand coming out of the fucking ground. And there's a syringe on it, and then you see next, so they're all around funguses, and then you see another hand, and there's more funguses, and another hand, and there's more fungus, and there's like 10 of them. So then you see the full bodies completely covered by funguses, and then you see one of the bodies is actually alive, and then they're in the next scene, they go like, oh yeah, one of them was actually alive. He died on the way to the hospital, but whatever. And it's like, yeah, of course he fucking did. So when that body moved, it was weird because like I saw it move before the reveal happened. Like, so when he sees like Jobs's like image, and then he freaks out and he closes his eyes and goes like, oh man. And then you see a shot and the quote unquote dead body is moving. And I didn't say anything because I was like, well, maybe it's just the actor. Like, maybe that is an actor and there's like a lot of like props and shit on him, and it's just like, whatever, the actor just couldn't stay still for like half a second, whatever. I don't care too much about it. And then they showed him move, and he was like, oh shit, he's alive. And I'm like, god damn, okay, so I should have said something, but all right, like, okay. We're going even deeper on what's wrong with Will. And the thing about this episode is that he's talking about the fact that he felt good killing Joves. And it's a thing of like, he should feel good about saving that girl, which is a good thing. He did save her regardless of whatever the intention was. Focus on the good that you have done. But what he's going into is the fact that he felt good that man died. And that's like, you know, it's like a moral dilemma that happens sometimes. And it's like, yes, that man was a piece of shit. He deserved to have died. Like, he done, like, easy, good. It's not very difficult to understand. But the thing is that it's easier said than done that you could just kill someone for the first time and just be like, all right, that's it. And then you have to like face all the like baggage that comes with it, because I can't imagine it's like a simple thing. And in fact, like, I had like a dream the other night, and it was a weird dream. I shouldn't get too much into detail about it because it was a lot of nonsense. But like, in said dream, there was like a person that consistently like harassed like me, my family, like a friend, you know, and he like destroyed some of our shit, and we were assuming that they were gonna, like, him and like a group of people were gonna come to attack us, because, yeah, like try and kill us essentially, because it was in the dream, it was like the Purge, it was something like that. So yeah, we were all getting ready with like weapons and shit because of it. But then we saw that he, like, that dude and like his like friends or whatever, they all got like killed like execution style, like outside, and we all saw it. And I remember that in the dream I was like, yeah, fuck it, kill him, I don't care, just kill that guy, because I was so angry at him. But then after he died and we saw him die like execution style in front of us, I was like, all right, now first of all, I don't feel so great about it now that it happened. Second, the people that killed them in the Purge like dream, they were like right in front of our house. So we were like, all right, so maybe they're gonna come kill us now. So then I like kind of thought to myself, this is the part in the story where I get karmic justice my way for desiring death on another human being. Because like even in my dream, in my head, I was thinking, yes, like I deserve to be punished for desiring like death on another human being, you know? Like even in my dream, I feel like more like the moral conundrum of such a dumb thing like that. Like it's dumb because it didn't even happen, but that's how I felt. And it makes sense in my head. So I can understand that for Will, this is the first time he kills someone. He consistently sees death, and he's also someone that consistently puts himself in the shoes of serial killers. Like he did that previous episode. He did this in this episode. This is his ability, and every time he does it, he says, "This is my design." Like he doesn't say this is their design. He says this is my design because he in that moment he is the killer. Which and the idea of like having a character that is so able to do something like that, and like it should come with mental repercussions, and it does. And I like that Will feels like it, he looks like it, and it completely makes sense that this is the character. And now that we have that character, we have established this autistic character. He has this special ability. He's put in this field. He's faced with these conundrums. Now, his psychiatrist is Hannibal Lecter. All right. That's the pitch of the show. All right, make it. Done. Easy. It's so interesting to me. By the way, Hannibal fed Jack Crawford. He fed him quote unquote pork. So we don't know if that was people or not. And I like the fact that like they did that in the first episode too. He fed Will something, and we never actually knew what that was. And I feel like the show's just gonna do that. We're just gonna see scenes of fucking Hannibal Lecter just cooking and other characters eating the food, and there's just not gonna be anything else on those scenes. There might be some conversation, it might be plot relevant or it might not be, but we're just gonna see scenes of them eating food that Mr. Lecter cooked, and we're not gonna get any confirmation or denials that was in fact human food. He's never gonna say it. The audience are never gonna see it. We just have to draw our own conclusions, and I'm assuming there's just like one conclusion you can draw, but it could not be. Or it could be. You don't know where the show wants to take you. And it's not going to confirm or deny anything. So sure. That is an interesting thing that we're going to get to see. Okay, so we're seeing a couple of recurring characters. Of course, we see Jack Crawford. There's also that lady. So there were like two ladies. One of them was reading like the book, and she was also worried about Will's mental state. I also like that Jack Crawford was also worried about Will's mental state. I like that. And then there's also the other woman that she's like, would that be considered CSI? You know, the people that investigate the bodies. She was also in the shooting range, and she was giving Will advice. She's fun. I like her. She's a fun character. I hope she stays around and we see scenes with her. I hope she has an actual character. She's not like background. Okay. But in TattleCrime.com, this lady, I forgot her name, Miss Kimball, she posts that thing, and now everybody hears about Will being a weirdo and a freak. You know, like the FBI is getting freaks in order to work for them, in order to understand other freaks. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, they're essentially cyberbullying him a little bit, and he cannot tolerate that. He cannot tolerate just like social interaction, which is a weird thing. And he's also self-conscious about it. He's also self-conscious of his ability. It's not good for him. So they're doing a great job with the character of Will and how they're writing him and what his struggles are. And also I like the actor that plays him. I just love how he looks like. He looks like rugged and tired. That's what he looks like, and I do like that. It translates the character very well. And of course, Mads Mikkelsen does look like a psychopath. He doesn't look like a meme like he does in those pictures that I showed previous episode. He does look like a man who eats people. And I'm not sure why a man that is named Hannibal and consistently serves people rare meats. I'm not sure why the FBI wouldn't notice like a pattern there. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You have one job. And they're unable to draw the lines. That's the joke, right? That's the joke. I heard that joke before. It's like, come on. What's his name? What does he do? All right. It's very on the nose, but it is fun. But sure, the show's doing great. Okay, so is there anything else I want to say about this episode? That's pretty much it. Yeah, we saw Jobs with Scavin, but then we dealt with the fungus guy. Jesus, like, I keep seeing the fungus bodies. They're so fucking gross. And it's funny because my friend told me, like, we were just talking about it. My friend was like, to be honest, the cooking scenes just made me hungry. And I was like, I don't think I can get hungry watching the show. So that I don't think I would. I'm not like overtly disgusted seeing the weird shit that the show throws at me, but I'm not gonna feel, oh man, I could go for some food right now. In fact, it will just sap my appetite. That's just what's gonna happen. But yeah, sure. Yeah, man. I think that is probably it for this episode then. Yeah, I think that was okay. Sure. Thank you for watching. And alright, everyone, if you would like to see the next episode of Hannibal, you can do so over at Patreon. We have early access over there. We also have full length. So yeah, you can catch those reactions a week earlier and in full. Check out the links in the description for that, social media, everything else. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.